Today, Precarious plays Stardew Valley! It's a product of happenstance. You have created a scenario where maybe not all of your crops are going to be coming in at the same time.
Right.
I mean, the game sort of manually enforces this because the reason why they give you so many crops, honestly, don't think it's... Like, I think that the gold per day winds up being pretty similar all around, you know? Like, not enough to sweat over. You could pick any one crop and grow it, and you'd probably be fine. Because there's always going to be more, right? You're always gaining money. But when I most recently played Friends of Mineral Town, I really strictly enforced like a crop rotation.
Yeah.
So if I were to buy 27 total plants,
yeah,
because they come in groups of 9. If I were to buy 3 bags of like sweet potatoes in the fall, as a child, I would just be watering and harvesting sweet potatoes from morning to night every fall. So what I would do now, and what I did now, first day, plant 1 bag. Second day, plant that second bag. Third day, third bag.
Yeah, because then you don't end up having like one crazy unexpected harvest day.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry, cow.
This is how milk comes out.
No, that's not good. That's not how.
So that's what I would do. I would,
Did you see if Flappers had hair?
You just got it, like, yesterday. I don't think
That's what I thought.
it doesn't grow back that quickly. And it worked out really well. I actually did something that I've never done before, which was try to interact meaningfully with the harvest sprites and try to like train them up in helping me water and harvest. It was okay.
I check. Separate.
I think that is really like the secret purpose mechanically. I don't know if this is something that they did thoughtfully back when they made like Harvest Moon on the... I think it was a Super Nintendo game. I don't think there was an NES Harvest Moon. I have to double check. I feel like that's a Super Nintendo game. Anyway. It creates a scenario where if you are just going to get 1 bag of everything,
Yeah.
you should never have a scenario where suddenly you have 15 plots to harvest.
Yeah.
But that kind of like high level industry that I was going for and you are flirting with now,
Yeah.
it is greatly benefited by very purposefully planting a bunch one day and then more the next and then more the next. Now, one thing that I see you avoiding, which I am just fine with myself, I don't see you using sprinklers. I don't either, or didn't, I should say.
It's not really intentional so much as I have other things that I want to pay attention to. I wanted to like get a sample of everything, you know?
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's not completely true. I didn't pick anything because suddenly I found that the bundles have somewhat picked for me.
Right.
So, shit, I forgot to put the goat's milk in the thing. Okay. Let me think here. Let me show you. I have made quite a bit of progress with the bundles. I need a large goat's milk, large egg. We're still not there with the large eggs. I don't have a bloody duck.
Now, note that that's just a duck egg.
Mm-hmm. So if I got any ducks.
I'm pretty sure it would. Unless maybe there's like a tiny duck egg as well. Like maybe they're just 2 sizes small and then duck.
Yeah. So this is the first reason why I got all of the fruit trees, because I was like, oh, we need an orange, we need an apple. Oh, those are next season. I better go ahead and get those orange ones. And for that matter, it takes 28 days to grow to maturity. So even if I plant it halfway through spring, then it won't start producing until halfway through summer. So I was like, I should just get all of them. Did I not get a cherry? Oh, I didn't get a cherry tree because I think that was a spring fruit and there was just no time to actually take advantage of that. So I just planned ahead instead.
But that one's probably on lock, right?
Yeah.
You got that one?
I think I've got this one. The quality crops bundle, once again, melon situation. Ooh. I need to put some fertilizer or something underneath the next melons I plant. Just to make sure it's gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Because if you're only going to be growing 6 of them, you're not going to have the volume necessary to just luck into them.
I just put down a bunch of corn. I mean, I've been getting pretty good crops.
I remember something that I said now. Whenever we were playing before and we were stressing over the bundles, I suggested maybe you...
I'll have this one.
You, like, write out what you needed.
Yeah.
You kept a list. But that one's solid. The quality one is doable. Even if the melons don't pan out, you can just double down on the
Artisan
pumpkins.
bundle is on lock too.
And then
animal bundle.
That one's tricky. I'm gonna show you something. There's a curiosity shop that shows up.
Yeah, you've told me about that a few times, and
It's near the lake to the south.
I need to bring this person a fried egg. Oh, I need a pig for truffles, and I need all 6 of those. Oh, I gotta buy a pig!
Yeah, it's really demanding. I've sort of given up hope on completing all of the bundles before the end of year 2.
Yeah. I should have bought the $5,000 fucking bundle. Actually, no, we decided we were gonna just save up and get all of them. I got that. I need to bring a frozen tier and a fried egg to the community center today. And I also need to see if this fish is what I thought it was. Is it the specialty? No.
No, there's weird ones.
I don't have any. Red snapper.
Oh no, is that a
red
halibut?
Mullet.
And is that a halibut? Because you sold...
No,
okay,
it's a tilapia. Well,
what about the other ones? Is it a night fish? No.
This is the eel.
It's a slippery eel.
Welcome. It's the flippin' eel that I'll never ever get. And then this is the lake fish bundle.
You need
I need a largemouth bass.
You need a base.
And a sturgeon. So
And a surgeon. You need a base and a surgeon.
So I can just sell everything. I need to grab a fried egg.
That sounds like a mate in a romantic comedy.
What else did I say I needed? A fried egg and what else?
Frozen tier.
And a frozen tier.
Yeah.
My fried egg and my frozen tier. I'm going to make a trip out to the community center today so I can show you some stuff. Okay, frozen tier. Where'd it go? Oh my god, where'd it go? Oh my god, it's there. Thank you. And I'll maybe go out to the museum and the blacksmith. Oh, a lot of stuff.
Put the trash that you have in there.
I keep the trash in here. No? I keep the trash in there?
No, you didn't open the right one. You need to take a step to the left. There. There's the trash.
And wood and weeds and
Rocks?
cans and rocks go in here, Dodo.
But then why do you have wood in multiple locations?
Because I didn't do it right.
Dodo.
Obviously.
I think that they have... Can you go to the crafting menu for a second? Because I think that they added something that might help you. I have not played since they have added them, but...
The signs?
Yes, you can put items on them.
Yeah, that's neat and everything, but I like the color coding better.
You can do both! You can do both!
I don't...
What's that green thing? Is that the worm bin? Yeah, that's gross. Ugh.
Hardwood, gold bar, iron bar. Recycling machine? Is this the trash thing?
Yeah. Turns fishing trash into resources. Minor
I have
ones.
all of
but...
those things. Yeah.
I'm going to talk about some of the misspent potential of this game while you go through this day.
Okay.
I feel like all of the time that went into making the co-op, which it might seem a little brash since I haven't played it, but I'm willing to say that it is not exciting enough. I mean, that much should be evident by the fact that I'm not interested in playing it, right? Because it's not, the changes aren't fundamental enough. I feel like if you and I were to play it together, we would both just be playing Stardew Valley next to one another. It really wouldn't be that different from the two of us sitting at two different computers, playing the game at the same time, just adjacent to one another and speaking in a friendly fashion. You know, like there's nothing that... I think I spoke about it at length before, but there's no mandatory interaction that has to happen. Like, I'm just going to keep going to that same example, which is my favorite. They should have included giant 2x2 trees, like trees that were 2 tiles wide and 2 tiles tall, or bigger, that you needed to use a tandem saw to cut down.
Yeah, or something cool.
I need to double check and make sure that that's not a thing that they added.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it. Didn't see it in a promotional screenshot, so it's probably not there.
I'm going to... Where do I go during the day?
Left of the house.
Yeah, you're right, because I always have to go water the dog. So I will put this a little further away from the dog.
Otherwise, the dog might get into it. You know how they are. And it works just
Turd
like...
sniffer.
It works just like the other dancing producers. Where you put junk in. In this case, literally. You put the junk in and it dances around for a while and then spits out something more useful.
Cool.
Interestingly enough, I think that you can...
2 plots.
I think that it is odd in that you can do like a double produce. Double produce with it.
Yeah.
Kind of, where I think you can put some things in and it will give you quartz, and then you can turn around and put that into a furnace to get a quartz bar. Just a bit of useless trivia for you.
Yeah.
Just the top of the morning.
Ah! Sorry.
Oh my god! The anguish.
I had to go get the milk. I had to go get seeds and I needed groceries, okay?
I'm gonna starve. Everything's ruined.
I'm not going to starve. The whole town is going to starve. I'm the farmer.
Oh, you're a farmer. They get a lot of their stuff from JoJo Mart. I think that JoJo Mart should be more openly antagonistic. See, missed potential, right? I think if JoJo Mart started competing with you personally and it started like influencing your prices because they kept trying to like undercut what you were selling your produce for, that could have been interesting. Maybe too hard. But they did include a hard mode for this game, and I wish that it had been a little more thoughtfully done, you know? Because it's mostly just like stuff costs more. Which in the end is kind of like functionally it's the same thing that I just described, because like you need to come up with more ways to increase revenue, right? But I think it would have been a little more meaningful if it was because JoJo Mart was trying to undercut you.
Yeah.
So whatever magical source buys your produce, probably JoJo Mart.
Oh my god, do you see this right now?
What? No, that's not the right one. That's field research. You need to go to the geologist bundle, which is in the furnace room.
Oh, okay.
I think. think that's, yeah,
I thought that the furnace was where we burned all the money. Oh no, that's the safe room.
right.
Okay. I only need 1 fire quartz to get this.
Which I'm pretty sure is
Easy,
down in
right?
the deep dark.
Yeah. Well, now I get to go to the museum, but now that we're here, I can show you something amazing.
Was something amazing.
So, you know that small business is the backbone of our communities, and it's amazing what you can do when you put in a lot of time and space. And this is how you know things are going well. The arts start to show up.
Mm-hmm.
The crafts room. Here it is. No one's in it, but that's okay.
Well, I think that whenever it's done, I'm pretty sure people do actually come to the community center.
Yes.
Which is nice to see.
I'm ready for them.
So
Buddy.
one of the things that I would have loved to have seen, sort of in like the quote unquote post game, as
Yeah.
much as this style of game can have one, basically post year 2, right?
Right.
I would have loved to have seen a number of like town-wide initiatives that your character could try to stir up, you know?
Get ice cream.
Yeah, but
Not today.
what's his face needs to be on duty. The jock.
Fine, I'll
Man's
pick
that.
flowers. I'll just pick flowers.
You may have already missed the blacksmith and that for the day. Because it took too long. You should check the hours before you walk away. I know you can do it from the map, but it's also, you can just... Yeah, so that's at 4.
Where's the museum?
Oh, it's right where your face is. 4 and 6.
Oh well,
Oh.
time to go fishing.
Okay.
'Cause goodness knows, you know, I need to go lake fishing. I think I got all of the river fish. No, did I get all the... You know what? You know what I can do?
The thing that I would like to be able to encourage the town to do, even if it was just like in a cutscene, like if you had to perform some arbitrary... No, that'd be really cute. If there were a number of small little quests you had to do for people in exchange for signatures, and then if enough people signed up for something, then you could enact like this town-wide plan.
Yeah.
And I would love to see like a trash removal
Whoa.
deal, like a beach cleanup initiative that culminates with like a little cutscene, a little simple one that does a fade to black, and then the mayor is like, "Good job, organizing the cleanup of this beach," and then all of the junk that's on the beach would actually just be gone forever, right? On the one hand, it's sort of like I like how Stardew Valley or Pelican Town. I like how Pelican Town is a little dirty.
Yeah.
Whenever you get there, it's nice. But I wish that there was a way to clean it up long term, you know? Like
Freaking halibut.
once that uniqueness, that sort of worn-in feeling becomes comfortable, it's just, I get this feeling of like, I've been walking by that same pile of driftwood for 3 years. I should probably take the time to clean it up. And it'd be cool if like there are a few cutscenes where people refer to the dock as being like old and sort of unsafe and scary.
Yeah.
Like I think it's Sebastian who's worried that he's gonna like fall through it in one of the festivals. Now he's a sarcastic piece of crap, so that might not be. He might be exaggerating, but it'd be kind of cool if you could have like an initiative to collect enough like town resources, like favor from the town to have the dock repaired And there's so much potential for additional characterization, because what if, like, Willie is the big obstruction, where he's like, I've lived on this dock for the last 15 years, and I'm not gonna... It's fine as it is. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And then somebody, like, falls through a portion of it afterward.
No, Willie falls through it.
Yeah, splashes into the
All
water.
right, I'm ready to move.
Yeah, this new one's gonna be bigger and better, right? Yep.
Can I bring my stuff? Yes.
And what made me think of all of that, it's the fact that, this is a small spoiler, but you are going to, whenever you complete the community center, you trade one abandoned building for another, which I think really sucks, you know? You fix up the community center, and it's nice. It's like a pleasant place to be, and it feels really satisfying to see it rejuvenated, right? But then Jojo Mart is quickly abandoned and becomes run down and shitty.
Great.
And like, there's just a big, like, they take the sign down kind of badly, they cover it up, but it's still there. And it's like, well, now, why isn't there like a sequel to that quest, where then you turn around and do more things to turn Jojo Mart into something useful, like community housing?
Yeah.
A house for Linus?
Yeah, I think his name is Linus. He's my best friend. Robin and Linus are my best friends, because Linus hangs out next to the mines, so I like go and say hi to him pretty regularly.
That's what I want. If you say it out loud, then the idea, it will enter the idea sphere. The ideosphere. Yeah. And it will reach the spaces that it needs to reach. I want to be able to have a sequel to the main community center quest, where you come together as a town and renovate the community center, or the Jojo Mart. Ew, no, don't put that in your body.
I'm trying to put it in the trash thing.
I don't know. What? There.
There we go.
Maybe you can't do the soda.
Soda is not trash?
Well, it may be. I think it's sort of a joke. I think it's sort of like cola is not good for you.
Yeah.
But it is labeled as trash.
It is.
Like the text for it.
You're right, it is.
So, I don't know. Maybe, were you left-clicking or right-clicking before? Do you recall?
I tried both.
Okay. Well, yes, you can't recycle. It's, maybe they need to extend that. It needs to be irredeemable trash. Irreparable harm.
I need a box that's just for fish.